As I get older, time seems to go faster. It's the strangest thing. I can't really understand it. 1 year of life right now tends to feel like a month would sometimes feel in high school. I remember September, just the month of September in high school would just seem to go by and so many things would happen and I have all these memories from that. So I have two theories of why time feels like it's going faster than it is. My first theory is that my brain might just be recording things less. It's just a theory, I'm not sure if it's actually true. But think of it this way, the way that a camera works, it records 24 frames per second. So every second that goes by, it takes 24 snapshots. Perhaps it's that my brain now is just recording less snapshots. You can see this image here. Just less images, just less to remember. As you develop habits, like if you go to work during the same exact route every single day, your brain activity does slow down in between the start and the end of that activity, so that through that routine, you are actually technically making less memories. My other theory is that longer feels shorter. Well, that's what I refer to it as. Longer feels shorter. And what I mean by this is that for every extra life, every extra year that I live, it's a smaller percentage of my total life. Now I'm gonna need to explain that to you, and I made a little chart. So in this chart, you can see that if you're 1 year old, you've lived 100% of your life. Now just go with me with that. So on the second year that you live your life, that second year only adds up to being 50% more life. See what I'm saying? 50% for the first year, 50% for the second year. With every year you add, you're adding a smaller percentage, such that by age 10, that 10th year is 1/10 of your total life. 10% for each year, 1 through 10. Get it? So you can see that as I age, now in my mid-30s, every year that I live is only about 2 to 3% of my entire life. So it's only 2 to 3% of my entire conscious memories, and it really just doesn't add up that much. When I'm 4 years old, going on to 5, I just added 20% of everything I know in the world is just been added to my brain, and it feels like a lot. And so as you get older, you're just adding less percentage. In reflecting on how I choose to spend this time, I think of the book Thinking Fast and Slow by Daniel Kahneman, in which he speaks about beginnings and endings as well. He speaks about how the beginning and the ending are the most salient, the most important parts of making a memory, such that if you take a 1-week vacation to Florida, or the same vacation is 2 weeks long, you're just gonna have basically the same amount of memories. But if you took a 1-week vacation to Florida, and then a few months later took a 1-week vacation to California, you're creating very different points, very different beginnings and endings. And so you'll have more memories. He refers to this as the remembering self. And through this experience, you're making more points, more snaps of remembering self to feel like, oh, I lived a lot. In the end, it's not the years in your life that count. It's the life in your years. And so with that, I challenge that perhaps it is how I spend my life here in the present moment rather than how I remember and tell the stories of my life. I'm really conflicted by this. I feel like there must be a balance. But if I had tons of memories, but in the present moment I was always kind of anxious or panicked, that's just not the kind of life that I want to live. So I need to find a balance between the experiencing that I have right now and how I remember it all. If you'd like to check out this chart that I made, you can find it at my website, on-books.com, and I'll put a link down below in the video. Hey, what is up? So if you enjoyed that video, you can click that white word at the top, subscribe, and you'll get more, one each week. And if you want to watch some more right now, you can click one of those little videos down below. So check that out.